What's up, y'all? Billy the Kid here, back with another good one. Happy 4th of July. Hope y'all stay safe out there. I think we live in the greatest country on the planet. I am blessed to call myself an American, and I hope you feel the same way. So, happy 4th of July. What we're going to be talking about today is making one of these. I call this the good stand. It's a Target stand that is extremely easy to make and very cheap. I made this one for about $8.50. Getting local parts. You can make it even cheaper if you source your stuff online or bought in bulk, stuff like that. Just a couple pieces, so watch to the end so you don't miss anything. I'm going to give this one away. Look in the link of the description below and enter to possibly win this one, and I'll ship it off to you. And speaking of giveaways, we have to announce a winner here in just a moment. So if you don't want to see who won the giveaway, if you didn't enter, just click to the timestamp I'm going to put right here, and that'll fast forward you through.
As you can see here, we have 38 contestants for a total of 277 entries. So what I did was I started from the very first person and I copied them 16 entries. So that's what we did. We gave them 16 entries. And we did the same for however many entries each contestant entered. So we have a total of 277 entries, which is what we have here. So we know we're accurate there. So now we're going to select a number between 1 and 277 and see who wins. Are you ready? 227. 227. Congratulations, MTG 1971 at yahoo.com. I'll be contacting you to get your stuff shipped out.
But good luck, and hopefully you win this one as well. Alright, let's dive right in. Don't forget to like, comment, share. This channel's growing great. I really appreciate the support.
First step is clean all of our metal that we're going to be cutting our pieces out of. This is 1 inch by 2 inch tubing, an 1/8 inch thick, and we're going to need 2 6-inch pieces of this for a total of 1 foot. Make sure you're wearing your gloves and proper protective equipment. And then we're going to clean our flat bar. This is an 1.5 inch by 1/4 inch thick flat bar. You're going to need 22 inches of this. And this is my dog Major. You'll see him in the background from time to time as he's never far whenever I'm around. Now mark your cuts. You're going to cut 2 6-inch pieces out of your tubing, and you're going to cut 1 22-inch piece out of your flat bar. If you don't have a metal cutting chop saw, don't freak, you can do this a couple different ways. Angle grinder with a cutting wheel, reciprocating saw with a metal cutting blade, a hacksaw, like if you really had to get these cuts. We only need to make 4 cuts, so find what you got around the house and get it cut up. Next, cut your rebar. We cut ours on a 45-degree angle. It's a 1/2 inch thick and it's 12 inches to the long point. Next, you're going to want to take your grinder and a flapping disc or a grinding wheel and clean all your surfaces you intend to weld. Remove your sharp edges from your cuts around your tubing and your rebar, and then you'll be prepped for welding. So keep in mind, I am in no way a professional welder by trade or anything. I just bought a welding machine, and that's actually the second thing I've ever welded. So if you want to make fun of my welds or tell me how to weld better, that's fine, but I only do it very little, and as long as I get penetration and I know it's solid, I'm happy with that. I use an HD 140, Lincoln HD 140 with inner shield, no gas or nothing like that. I just want to make sure I get good penetration, and nothing's going to break, which I tuned my machine and did a couple tests on some scraps before I got to welding this up. But yeah, just make sure everything's real clean. The cleaner you clean metal, from everything that I've seen, you'll get way better welds, and it's easier to clean up. So now I'm just going to take my tri-square and I'm going to mark my flat bar where I need to weld my channel. The tubing is 2 inches wide, so I've set my square to 2 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Now that I have everything positioned and clamped for welding, I'm going to double check my square to make sure I didn't get anything out of whack. And since everything looks good, I'm going to go ahead and tack it. The reason I don't go ahead and run a bead across it is because if you do, from that heat expanding and contracting, you know how metal expands and contracts when it gets hot and cold, it could cause that to twist. So I just want to tack it around on 3 sides, and then after it cools off, I'll come back and weld it. Meanwhile, in that time while it's cooling off, we'll go ahead and drill press what we need to do on the rebar and our bushing. Set up your other side, check for square, and then repeat. Here we're going to use a drill bit guide to identify what size drill bit we need to use for our pin. We purchased a 1/4 inch pin, so we know it's a 1/4 inch, but if you didn't know, this is how you would figure it out. And we're going to be drilling that through our rebar and this bushing. This bushing is a lift arm bushing from Tractor Supply. It's 1 1/8 inch to 7/8 inch reduction. Now drill your bushing and your rebar. Punch before you drill if you don't want your drill bit to walk on you while doing this. And if you don't have a drill press, you know, just use a regular drill. Alright, now we're going to mark for our bushing to get it centered. So we have 18 inches in between, so 9 inches was our center, and our bushing is 1 1/8 inches wide. So we marked 9/16 of an inch each way from the center line. That was 9 inches, and we clamped it off and tacked it. Make sure before welding the bushing that the holes are pointed towards your tubing, left to right, so your pin will fit across perpendicular. Near about the end, nothing to it really but to do it, huh? Now we're going to clean it up and clean all of our welds and get ready for paint. If you're wondering if I welded the front side of my tubing, the answer is yes. I just didn't put it on camera to waste any more time. But I did weld the front and clean the entire thing and even clean my edges a little more.
Alright, so we got all of our welding done and all of our welds cleaned up, polished off. We're going to wipe this down with some MEK substitute to get any residual oils or sweat or anything that might be on it, and clean them pores out real good. And then we are going to paint. I have a gallon here and a spray gun. I'm intending on doing a lot of these, maybe another day, but I found the same thing I'm going to be using in a can. So instead of dirtying up this paint gun to spray this one stand, we're just going to use the good old rattle can. So let's hang it up and get to painting. Alright, we'll let that coat dry, put one more, call it done, maybe slap a sticker on it, and I'll show y'all what it looks like finished. Alright, so we're on the range, we're about to test out our new stand that we just made. If you want to make a stand that's even easier to make, requires zero skill out of PVC, check out this video I did on making these. They wound up about $15 a piece, which isn't bad, and you can break them down, transport them. If a piece does get broken, it's easily replaced. It's not glued or anything like that. So check that out if you're interested in that. Let's go drive this stake.
Now all that's left to do is drive your stake. Make sure it's straight up and down. That way your target won't be leaning or your stand. Then you're just going to pin your target stand to it. Line it up where you want it and drive it the rest of the way into the ground. I like to leave 2 or 3 inches sticking up until I get it pinned and then finish off like this.
Next, you're going to take some 1x2 furring strips you can get at your local Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware. Any local hardware store have these for around $1 a piece. They're 8 foot, 1 inch by 2 inch, and just drop them into your stand. Like that. Next, you're going to get a target backer of your choosing. It could be cardboard, corrugated plastic. You can even take old election signs. Then staple your target to your backer and you're ready. Now let's see what we think of our finished product. I'm going to be running my CZ Shadow 2, clean and clear as we can see. And yeah, we'll see what we get. I'm wearing my Safariland hearing protection with passive filters. I love these because people could still talk and hold a conversation and hear each other, but you can double up with muffs if you're shooting larger calibers, as well as the Peltor Sport shooting glasses. Both of these were included in our recent giveaway, and I'll have links in the description below for this stuff. So let's check out this stand. All right, let's see what we got.
Good.
Removing the stand is just as easy as putting it down. Pull your target and legs out, and then grab a hold of your stand, give it a little twist, right out. Good to go until next time. Just follow the description below and click the link for the giveaway, and I'll probably more than likely include some good stuff swag with it too. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, I want my giveaways to get bigger and better, just like this channel, and we're gonna keep right on going. Be looking out for the Tormek T8. I'm about to do some videos on it. We got one of those. It is awesome. High dollar, probably not for everyone, but if you like your knives razor sharp with a mirror finish really quickly, even messing with super steels, then it's for you. If not, you ain't gonna wanna look at it.